Hello and welcome. My name is David Rosenthal, Vice President of Digital Business at Razor Technology. Today in our What's New with Microsoft webinar series, we're going to talk about exciting developments on how you can power your AI transformation with Copilot Studio and the latest Gen AI agents. There's a huge conversational AI opportunity right now, and customers, employees, partners are seeking intuitive ways to engage with your business and within your organization. As workplace culture shifts, these AI-driven interfaces and digital-first interactions are more and more important, and this conversational AI implementation is a strategic imperative for organizations of all types. There are a lot of challenges that we're seeing now, though, when building these agents and generative AI applications at scale. Notwithstanding budget and time constraints, IT groups are having challenges with infrastructure and resource hosting, integration between different lines of business systems, overall technical expertise, right? To actually build, maintain, manage, monitor, ensure security and compliance risks, in addition to maintaining just the content that generative AI requires at speed and scale. So today we're going to be talking at a high level about this latest Gen AI capability called an agent. So what is an agent, or you could call it an assistant? It's an assistant that uses generative AI and large language models to assist us humans with complex cognitive tasks. In fact, the more complex the task, the greater the value an agent can deliver. So agents will optimize business processes, enhance productivity, and they can work with all of your Microsoft and third-party applications and data. And that's all great. Today we're going to be talking, though, and you've seen a lot about Microsoft's Copilot and Copilot agents within their own applications. And I was saying that's terrific, but what if you want to create a custom agent that's specific to your business and your scenarios? You have to build a bespoke AI assistant that maybe reaches to customers, partners, suppliers. So what we're looking at now is a new generation of agent availability in the Copilot family from Microsoft that range from simple to advanced capabilities, right? These agents have autonomous capabilities and can focus on retrieval and task experiences. On the simple side of the spectrum, and these are not technical names, retrieval, task, and autonomous. Retrieval are considered more simple agents and are a great way to get started. They have these agents or assistants have specific instructions on how they behave, what's their personality, and what is their objective. And they follow like guidelines and rules set by the creators to achieve, let's say, a process or to put together different pieces of content to do research. That's what we consider sort of a simple agent, the retrieval agent. In kind of the middle of the spectrum of complexity is a task agent. These task agents are connected to specific workflows or processes, and they operate based on knowledge, skills, and rules that have been programmed, and they replace repetitive tasks. These repetitive tasks, though, can be pretty complex if you think of what a typical employee is doing throughout their day or working with certain lines of business systems, working with customers, partners, products, solutions. They are ripe for automation here with an agent. At the top end of complexity are autonomous agents. Autonomous agents can operate independently without human interaction to do their job, and they can dynamically plan for the future. They can learn what is best about a process and how to optimize that process. They can adapt to changing conditions and even make decisions with guardrails without constant human intervention. This is being announced this month as a preview product. So that's kind of what's coming in the future. Again, retrieval, task, and autonomous agents are the spectrum of simple to complex. So let's talk about sort of like maybe some examples now that I described those, right? A simple agent like an IT help desk agent, can answer some simple questions based on FAQs, best practices, playbooks, even from research or PowerPoints, PDFs, right? It can a simple agent can answer the question, what's the status of a project? What's the budget here? As you move through the spectrum of complexity, we can now tell this agent to actually follow and kick off and complete a process. So as you see here, requesting a new laptop in the IT example will kick off a whole process and see it through to completion while even working with your line of business application like a Zendesk or ServiceNow, which is your ticketing system. Or in the finance area, review a large data set and actually help with analysis and planning. In the most advanced examples, an agent can autonomously, for a sales rep, for example, research and identify new sales leads based on specific criteria, new information that's coming in. And when you wake up in the morning, your new leads are prioritized and waiting for that salesperson right within their CRM application. Or a customer support agent will constantly monitor the status, it could be of equipment, of processes, of orders, of supply chains, and trigger actions at all the way up to taking action autonomously. So how is this all achieved, right? It's through an application called Copilot Studio. For those of you that know, I've been following Microsoft 365 Copilot. That's the application that speeds and automates your interaction with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, OneNote, OneDrive, SharePoint, and Teams. It's a packaged license application that Microsoft provides, and it's out of the box, not really customizable too heavily. Copilot Studio is an end-to-end development tool to design, enhance, and manage the agents that we've been talking about in a visual drag and drop, often no code or very low code environment. You can connect all of your apps, not just Microsoft apps, but external third-party apps, all of your data, and automate workflows all in one place. So Copilot Studio is now the application that will control and allow you to build these agents. The experiences that you can build here are intelligent, secure, automated, customizable, and collaborative. Features are coming out all the time, and throughout the end of this year, 2024, and into next year, Copilot Studio is innovating at a light speed. You can create conversational solutions, these Gen AI agent-based solutions, for all types of roles. So if you're helping resolving customer issues, if you're generating more leads, expediting financial back office processes, marketing teams are creating content and improving communications, HR onboarding and offboarding employees more quickly, legal streamlining contract management, contract creation. We're seeing serious cost savings and time savings with the introduction of these agents. You know, Copilot for Microsoft 365 has been proven to save a ton of time for those working in office applications. But these agents are not just about efficiency, they're about an agile and responsive business environment that are providing real value across operations. So we're going to drill down in the remainder of our short time here to a little more detail. What is Copilot Studio as a platform? You can consider it into three areas. It's an agent Gen AI designer to design these powerful connected agents. It's how you manage enhancements and the future capabilities that are available, and how you manage the entire technology across the build, test, and deploy, secure, and govern process. So first, let's talk about the design pillar. In Copilot Studio, right, this is how you design these intelligent conversations with custom control over your large language model. So you can accomplish what's called variable and dialogue management. You can build logic and control responses that the agent provides to questions. These are, you're able to build personalized and responsive interactions so that when employees are working with the agent, they get a rich, dynamic interaction that also remembers what has been asked previously and the context of the business questions. You can customize these agents, right, with plugins and connectors. What does that mean? It means you can easily bring in applications, third-party applications, connectors to data, whether it's research data, website data, or line of business application data. And the agent can dynamically respond in real time. The workflows can be extended to, if you're familiar with the Power Platform, Microsoft's no-code, low-code application development environment, you can create automated workflows with Power Automate. And even with robotic process automation capabilities, that's where the autonomous agent capabilities come into place. Always escalating the feature to escalate to human agents when needed. These are the guidelines or guardrails I had mentioned, not just within the program, but when a human is required, which in the journey here of Gen AI is probably more required in the beginning until some of this technology in our processes and capabilities advance. So you can always have exceptions and deal with complex scenarios that have not been designed from the beginning. So you build the way you want in Copilot Studio, from low code to pro code, meaning from no need to have any programming language all the way to fully customized, programmable developer environment. So a lot of templates are being rolled out to get started in common scenarios, and hundreds of templates are in the works to accelerate the deployment and development. You can always customize a template and add on to it, but they're going to greatly accelerate our ability to get started for some of the common processes that I mentioned. As you might expect, you can use natural language to build conversational agents. This is still in preview, coming out general release soon, but you'll be able to use plain English like you do with ChatGPT to describe what you want to build and how you want it to work. You can author these topics in a natural language and let the application build itself. Of course, on the more complex side, with code, you can work on a visual canvas, switching to YAML, and developers can build anything they want. So Copilot Studio assists the builder with topic creation, topic iteration, response generation, adaptive card generation, transcript, topic suggestions, and much more. It's a very exciting journey. The 4 building blocks here to build this agent, this new Copilot agent, are knowledge, actions, logic, and channels. And so Copilot Studio can tailor each of these building blocks to meet your own business needs. You can use existing enterprise resources to query against, everything from SharePoint or file server to database and line of business application, financial application, ERP, supply chain. With actions, your agent can perform tasks and processes against your data and apps. In the logic category, you can define conversational paths to follow when triggered by user input or specific data output. And channels, the 4th building block, is kind of like where you decide where your users, internal or external users, are engaging with the agent. A channel is like Microsoft Teams application. It could also be Facebook, Slack, messaging apps, WhatsApp. So these channels are an exciting area of growth. Drilling down just like one more level, and I am trying to go quickly as this is an introductory discussion. The knowledge sources out of the box, as you can kind of see here, are extensive. Your public and internal, private, secured enterprise data can be connected to very quickly and easily. Sources like even public websites, the Dataverse, the database that lies within your Microsoft 365 tenant, documents in SharePoint or OneDrive. Coming soon, the Fabric data warehouse, and many more, all with immediate integration, no code. The actions, similar kind of methodology where there are nearly 2,000 connectors pre-built so that you can connect your line of business applications, and your agent can leverage these connectors to automate business processes and complete your tasks. So whether it's a workflow, a data integration, there are thousands of connectors available. With logic, you have complete control over the conversation path so that the agent can follow based on what the user needs. So with Copilot Studio and Logic, right, the critical message is that you have complete control over the scenario for HR or legal. So you can design specific step-by-step instructions and enable the agent to automatically select the most appropriate action or topic. This is critical so that you get the right process, the right answer. And you can mix and match both generative and custom dialogues in one system, right? You won't have predefined scripts and answers for everything. You have to layer in the custom dialogue so that the agent can work on its own, learn and grow. A lot of customers are connecting these systems to contact centers. It's a huge opportunity. So agents can escalate and hand off conversations to the live human being. If let's say a customer is interacting with the agent and it's not getting the answers they need, or it's too advanced, you need to escalate to a live agent, or you could say agent, or you could say just a live customer service, sales, support, right? So stage 1, 2, and 3 here kind of summarize what I was talking about, how generative answers are in a dialogue manager, and you are in control of this user experience. It's key to delighting customers, reducing overhead costs, and maintaining maintaining a fully scripted experience. Yeah. Again, that example is not just for customer service. It could be sales, support, supply chain, legal, HR, finance. Point is to automate, and automate. Drilling down just briefly to channels, right, that I mentioned, you can publish and deploy these agents into the channel of your choice with a single click. Lots of opportunity. WhatsApp, I mentioned, WeChat, Azure Communication Services, Apple Messages. So sort of the final exciting area here in the build chapter are these autonomous agents that I mentioned as the third level of complexity at the beginning of this presentation, right? These independent agents can automate real long-running processes, I mean, as long as you want, days, weeks, and months, and dynamically reason over the capabilities. It will learn and improve, follow the guardrails you've put in, guidelines and guardrails that you've put in place, and even control other agents. So you can have a master agent controlling multiple other agents in a hierarchy. So chapter 2 here, how do you enhance your agent? This is with development tools. We move from Copilot Studio into what's called Azure AI Studio. That's an advanced tool which allows you to use developer code, access Azure Cognitive Services natively, Microsoft Azure Bot Framework, and other, including non-Microsoft AI services and solutions. And so you can, through these advanced capabilities, you can analyze your agent's performance, you can track real extensive analytics, and continuously fine-tune and improve your agent. So what I just described in a real brief nutshell is a topic of a future webinar, and that's the Azure AI Studio compared with what we've been talking about today, the Copilot Studio, right? Azure AI Studio is fully integrated with GitHub, Visual Studio, and your developers, Razor developers, have complete control of the entire development stack. These conversational analytics that I mentioned briefly is critical to analyze simple, clear view of how your agent's doing. You need to understand, which topics are having the greatest impact, what is going right and what is going wrong, so that you can learn and grow. Collecting customer satisfaction information is built in and part of that CSAT data, including all the way down to transcripts of every session, so that you can understand where your agent didn't perform successfully. So now to the final area, how to manage these agents is important to understand and to plan for. These Gen AI solutions all require ongoing maintenance, tuning, engineering, security, compliance, and governance. So Copilot Studio enables a full, it's SaaS-based, meaning it's hosted by Microsoft, and therefore it's fully HIPAA, HITRUST, and PCI compliant at its foundation. But it is the responsibility of our customers and Razor to ensure that these regulatory standards are adhered to within your data and your application. So you get the benefits of this global SaaS platform to ensure this agent is compliant. And now it's our mutual job, our customers and your partner Razor, to safeguard your data with features like data encryption, data loss prevention policies, privacy standards, and more. Responsible AI is worth discussing here. Copilot Studio and these agents all work and are deployed under 6 core principles for responsible AI, with fairness so that AI is allocating resources and information in ways that are fair to the humans that use it, the reliability and safety and privacy and security, to ensure that systems are working within the proper context and not with ones that are not originally intended for. Inclusiveness is important so that people of all abilities can access this technology. And finally, like transparency and accountability is to ensure that people users don't misuse, misunderstand, or incorrectly estimate the capabilities of the system, and so that we humans maintain accountability, oversight, and control of the systems. These guardrails, right, need to be in place and considered, managed, monitored throughout the life cycle of your Gen AI projects. So there we have it. That's the conclusion. The end-to-end life cycle of Copilot Studio and these amazing new agents is available now to help us design, enhance agents from one single unified SaaS-based platform. We are already seeing many opportunities in industry, in departments, and in job functions. Please contact us here at Razor Technology. We have a Copilot Studio and Agent Jumpstart methodology to get you quickly started with a proof of concept or a phase 1 go live. You can go live with pretty quickly, 3 to 8 weeks on an introductory project. Every customer is different. We like to help our customers prioritize the most impactful scenarios. We're recommending that you get started with relatively simple and easy to achieve scenarios so that you can learn and grow. I want to thank you all for taking the time to listen to me today about Copilot Studio and the latest agent capabilities. Please contact myself or your Razor account manager, and have a great day.